Welcome to India and England News. Our guests today are board members and leaders of Saheli Boston. Saheli this year is celebrating 25th anniversary, their silver jubilee, and we would like to congratulate Saheli and the team on this auspicious occasion and anniversary. Also, Saheli is hosting its annual fundraising event, the Art Affair, on December 5th in Boston, and we will talk about that event as well. So first, I would like to start with how the journey for Saheli has been for the last 25 years. And Neelam, since you have been involved with Saheli for a very, very long time, let's start with you. How do
Sure,
you think about 25 years?
sure. First of all, I want to thank you, Penderji. You have been a big supporter of Saheli for a long time. And I can tell you about myself that I have been part of Saheli for almost 20 years. And this journey has been really beautiful, To see ourselves at 25 years this year, it's a big milestone. And we have survived a lot of ups and downs, but I think we all know that the need is there in the community, and we have really helped a lot. So my journey with Saheli has been, uh, uh, in a way, really taught me many things. It is not simply that I'm helping Saheli and the clients. It is also the journey of so many women behind me. You know, Gauri ji and Usha ji and so many other people who have made this association, made this non-profit group survive this long. It was not easy, to be helping so many women out there. Actually, this year, from 1920 to no 2020 to 21, we have helped almost 445 women. So that includes their families, their extended families. Uh, so the journey has been good, but at the same time, it has been not easy for the people that we help. So the programs that we have created for Sahelis, the clients that we have helped, it's not only the mental help, it is the psychological help, it is the legal help, it is the housing help, moral support. All those things have been part of Saheli's growth with what we have done for last 25 years.
Now, I also want to go a little bit on a deeper level because I remember 25 years ago when Saheli started as a part of the IEGB. At that time, it was very, very difficult topic in the Indian community here to talk about domestic violence. Nobody
Yes.
will talk about it. Nobody will discuss about it. And again, thanks to Saheli, I think people are quite comfortable talking about these issues, discussing openly, and also trying to help each other.
Hmm.
So on this one, I want to get back to Nirmala and see how do you perceive the issue of domestic violence and how it has evolved during the in recent years here in Boston.
Thank you for that question. I think that especially in the South Asian culture, or I would say South Asian, Middle East culture, and so on, talking about domestic violence is a taboo subject. And in fact, most of the time, the woman or the survivor of the domestic violence is actually blamed for the situation. And they are asked to say, you go back, you adjust, it's your fault, see what you can do. The conversation now has shifted. The conversation has shifted such that if a woman comes to me, just any woman, forget whether I'm in Saheli or not, if anybody comes to me and say I'm facing this particular situation where I don't feel safe at home, rather than telling the woman to say go back and do this and do that, we are saying how can we help you? Come on. And I know someone, I know Saheli, let me connect you with this organization. In fact, recently I had a friend in North Carolina who was telling me about her friend who was in a difficult situation. And I told the woman in North Carolina, you tell your friend to please call Saheli. Doesn't matter they are in Massachusetts, they help everybody who comes to them. So the conversation has shifted in the sense that we are not doubting the person who is saying they are in this situation, but we are saying, yes, you may have a real situation, let us talk about it, see how we can help you. So
So,
that's my view of how things have changed.
so Nirmala, you are the new board member of Saheli, and
Yes.
what is your vision as Saheli moves forward to the next 25 years or more?
Yeah. So I think actually we have to build on the work that's already been done. And what I would say is that not only do we provide, should we provide legal and the housing assistance, all those logistical things that actually makes a woman able to survive when she leaves the house, but we should also empower them in different ways. Probably give them some skills, help them to learn new skills such that they are competitive in the job market and they can face the world with confidence. Right now, one of the biggest hurdles for a woman to walk out of the house is that they are economically dependent on the
Sure.
breadwinner of the family, right? So how can we alter that dynamic and push the equation in favor of the woman who then will have the courage to come out and do that? So I think building on the work that has already been done, the next logical step is to empower them further and give them skills to survive in the real world.
Thank you. Now, Ruchika, you recently joined about a year or so Saheli Boston, and also you are on the board as well as you are a treasurer. So, what attracted you to Saheli?
First of all, thank you, Upendraji. This is a wonderful opportunity. I'm really humbled for this opportunity to talk to the community through you. What attracted me to Saheli? So I've always been a passionate community service, person who has always wanted to contribute to the society. I have worked in the biotech industry, for many, many years. I've always thought that by being as a part of the biotech industry, I'm serving the patient community. So that's my bit for the, contribution to the society. But this year, I wanted to do something bigger, and this opportunity came my way. And Neelam ji was kind enough to bring me in. And, I heard her. I got to know Saheli. I've always known Saheli, but I got to have a deeper understanding of the overall mission of Saheli and the work that has been done over the last many, many years. So that really, was a big attraction for me, and I wanted to do my bit and take on this.
Yeah, excellent. Now, what about Sumathi? What about you?
Hi. So,
Now,
my name
Sumathi, you are also a new board member of Saheli, right?
is, yes.
Excellent. Okay, good.
Again, thank you for the opportunity of this interview. My name is Sumathi. I'm from New Hampshire. So I recently got on the board of Saheli, and I'm very proud and honored for that opportunity. For me, joining Saheli or getting involved in Saheli was like a natural call, because I come from a place of a survivor myself. About 15 years ago, I made the choice to break out of a very dysfunctional marriage of 21 years and with two young children at that time who were on the verge of teenage. I was fortunate to have the support of my family and my friends, but when I look around, there are so many like me who have made the choice to break out of an abusive or violent relationship. And they don't have the same support that I have. And I'd often thought that I wish there was an organization which provided kind of like a safe haven, because a lot of these survivors, or a good majority of them, come from lower socioeconomic background. They face language and cultural barriers. They face stigmatization from their own families, their own parents, and a constant threat of retribution from their aggressors. So when I found out about Saheli, I was very thrilled, and I reached out to Shavaki, who I heard that she's the founder of Saheli, to get involved. As a new board member and as a resident of New Hampshire, my vision and my earnest hope is to bring Saheli services, that safe haven that Saheli provides to New Hampshire. New Hampshire has a growing South Asian population, and also a sizable population from sizable refugee population from Nepalese, Bhutanese, and Rohingya communities. And these people, by the time they land here in the US, they have already been through a lot of trauma, going through refugee camps and stuff like that. So that trauma, naturally leads to some kind of domestic discord, domestic violence and stuff like that. So my hope is, a lot of A lot of it is kind of under the radar right now. So my hope is, to bring Saheli services to New Hampshire and sort of, enable these survivors or women who are still in those, abusive situations to be able to come out and seek help, knowing that there is a safe haven, in
So,
Saheli.
well, first thing I would like to congratulate you from breaking out of this abusive relationship that is absolutely unacceptable anywhere. So, and of course, so now I have to ask you one personal question. Please feel free not to answer if you don't want to. What gave you courage to do this?
Again, it was reaching a breaking point. It was like when you're pushed to the wall, it's either do or die, right? So I reached a point where I had to not just protect myself but protect my children from an extremely dysfunctional domestic scene. So, and also, like I mentioned earlier, I had the support of my extended family. I have a lot of extended family here. In spite of that, I faced a lot of shunning from my own friends and
Hmm.
very close friends. So I always thought that if I, who also had the educational background to kind of stand on my own feet and support myself and my children, if I myself had to face that kind of shunning and kind of sort of backlash, I can't imagine what women who don't have the educational background that I had, who don't have the support from the family and friends that I had. It was kind of, you know, heartbreaking to imagine. I have seen women go through that. So I'm very thankful that there is something like an organization like Saheli.
Sure, and I think Saheli is a good. I mean, if Saheli help you in this type of circumstances, really, thousands of kudos to Saheli. I'm really glad that and that's what that's why we are here today celebrating 25 years of Saheli. Now, talking about what Sumathi said, Neelam,
Mhm.
if you can give us some sort of numbers and basic facts about this situation in the community in the last couple of years.
So what I can tell you is that COVID has been really tough on Saheli.
Mhm.
The only good part was that we did get some funding to help our clients. In last 2 years, as I said before, we have helped almost 450 people.
Mhm.
So that should tell you that how things were out there. We have been lucky enough to get the state funding now. We get some federal funding, and a lot of the funding also comes from the community. So we spend almost 83% of our funding on our clients, and out of that 15% is from the local,
Mhm.
our fundraising and all that stuff. So um, things have not been perfect, but we are at a stage now that we need to grow with our new board members who have been really the backbone on of our Saheli. And also all these new board members come with fantastic backgrounds. Sumathi, she just kind of mentioned where she's coming from. We are really glad to have her because she's in New Hampshire. She'll get us more clients from there and the services. And of
And
course,
also, her
Nirmala from.
story itself is a big inspiration
Oh,
for
it
anybody
is
who's
amazing. It's
absolutely
amazing.
sure.
And then Nirmala, I mean, she comes with such a great background that she's willing to help. And Ruchika, my God, we have this treasurer. We have never had a person like her. So we are really blessed to have really great board right now.
Excellent. So now I'm going to switch to come to Ruchika again because I want to talk about the art affair, the event happening on December 5th. And as I'm told that you are one of the brains behind this event. So if you can just explain and tell us what is really going to happen on December 5th and what do you expect from the community that day?
Sure, absolutely. So, the Art Affair is the name of our fundraiser for this year. And art is the central theme of this wonderful gala that we are organizing. And why art? So, the reason is that I am an artist. I wear many hats. I do a lot of artwork, and I'm a passionate artist myself. Neelam ji is an artist. I have so many artist friends around me in the community. And what inspires me about art is that it brings joy not just to the person who creates art, but also to the people who can bring that home and it brings a ray of light. It brings some joy to the family, to the home where it comes. So with that in mind, I thought this is a great parallel that we can draw with the mission of Saheli, which is to bring that ray of hope, and that joy in someone's life, in someone's family. So this is how the theme of art became the art affair, and the art affair was conceived. Now, I have a wonderful group of board members that is helping me wholeheartedly. I have a core committee, which is comprised of Sumathi, Nirmala, and Divya Chaturvedi, who is one of the co-eds. And together we are working. It starts at 3 p.m. and is targeted to go on till 8 p.m. We are going to have a silent auction of the artwork from artists in our community. This is going to be from some established artists, some unsung artists. But all in all, a wonderful collection of artwork, which includes oil, acrylic on canvases, mixed media, sculptures, and just some really wonderful pieces. The guests are expected to, be there from the beginning of the event. The tickets are available. They're flying off the shelf, I would
And
say.
the tickets
Folks, it is also available on social media. Um, so the tickets are readily available. And this evening also promises a wonderful medley of dance and musical performances and some laughs. So we have a great comedian who is going to entertain us during the evening.
Can you share the
Um,
name of the comedian? Or it is a
yes,
secret, a surprise?
absolutely. It was actually, we published the poster with all the performing artists today. Her name is Darna Garg. She
Mhm.
is a TikTok hero and a winner of a lot of newcomer awards. And she represents the South Asian women very aptly. And a sit down dinner. Um, and we are hoping and expecting everyone to join us, spread the word, and invite your friends and family to this
And
event.
what is the ticket price?
The
If
ticket
somebody wants.
price is at $100 a ticket.
Okay. So $100 you attend the event and you contribute to Saheli as well, and then you get your food and wine and all this stuff. So that sounds like a good deal.
It is
Yeah.
Yeah, it
actually
is.
the first glass of wine is free. And I think when they kind of enter the main gate, they will get a coupon, and for that they can go to the bar and they can get first drink free. After that, they have to pay. This is
Sure,
for
of course.
this is
Absolutely.
this has to be done that way.
Absolutely.
And we have a photo booth also, and I think there are a lot of fun stuff. I want to also mention our food is coming from Bollywood Grill. He has always really helped us, and I think he's doing it again this year. What else do we have, Ruchika, that I forgot to mention? I
I
think
think one important aspect is that it's a red carpet style event. So we are expecting that people are going to be getting their social quotient high. They're going to be entertained. They're going to be socializing, and there is also going to be a live coverage of the guests entering the banquet hall, and also a spotlight on the artists. We have some wonderful MCs who are going to be joining or conducting the show, including Jharna Madan, who I think a lot of people already know. She is a well-known personality associated with many nonprofit organizations. We have a few gentlemen who are also going to be helping us with the emceeing, including Ajay Jain and Sridhar Pola.
Sridhar.
Yeah, excellent. Now, so what I'm going to do, one more thing. I have one more question for Neelam, Wali. And then I'm coming back to each one of you for your last word on Saheli. So Neelam, question for you is, I forgot to ask you earlier about if you can talk about the staffing of a Saheli and the type of services which Saheli provides.
And she handles all the DV people. And Divya is our finance person. She handles all the monies and the grant programming. By the way, I think we have hired a new grant writing person. We have a little bit more funding now, so we are hiring somebody else to do our grants. Um, so our programs are, as I said, basically are all for our DV people, the clients that we need to help, whether it's legal aid, whether it's economic aid, financial aid, housing aid. These are the programs that we run at Saheli.
On Saheli.
So what I'm going to say, actually, I wanted to mention our advisory board committee, and I think most of us know that Manju and Nirmala Thakur are our chair and vice chair, and I want to calling on of them that please come, bring your whole committee to attend the function. And my last word for today is that please come, enjoy the program. We have a lot going on. We really promise you a fun time, and make sure that you bid on the paintings because these artists have done a lot of good work to really come for Saheli. And
is when it no longer has to exist. And that cannot happen without the help and support of every single person in the community. So I just appeal to all our friends, our neighbors, and everybody in the society to help Saheli achieve its goal.
Ruchika, what about you?
I am so deeply involved with the whole concept of the art affair that it has to be something about art. I would say support Saheli with your love for art. That is also something that we really appreciate. And I know the artists who have worked so hard and poured their passion into their works of art will really appreciate.
It's amazing to see that there are so many artists here in this
Yeah.
area. Excellent, good selection there. Now, Sumathi, what about your last word? I know it's going to be very personal for you, but we want to hear yours from you. Sure.
Thank you. I echo Nirmala's words. The true measure of Saheli's success is for Saheli to not exist, no need for Saheli to exist anymore. I truly echo that. But until then, let's make Saheli a safe haven where people can, come to knowing that, it's a safe haven without fear of retribution or fear of stigmatization and whatnot. And then work towards empowering women who are survivors, because domestic violence doesn't just hurt the survivor, it hurts everybody, it hurts the entire family. So and I hope I will succeed in my efforts to bring Saheli services to New Hampshire. I know there is a need. There are two domestic violence agencies in New Hampshire. Neither of them provide the services that Saheli does, which is language and culture specific services. So that's my hope.
Well, thank you very much to all of you for your time. Really enjoyed chatting with you. And again, congratulations on the 25th anniversary and all the best for December 5th, the Art Affair. Thank you very much.
Thank
thank you,
you.
Thank
Pedro.
you.
Thank you, Benji.